You got so many ideas and things calling to you, and you don't necessarily know which one to contribute to first. You don't necessarily understand the next step to take, but you find yourself doing so much work, quote unquote, and then so much of your time locked in, quote unquote. But at the end of the lock in, or if you look back throughout a week, you don't really feel like you've gotten anything done. You, my friend, probably need this video. What up though, y'all? It's Bryce III, storyteller, multi-hyphenate extraordinaire. And we're here today to talk about not being able to see the picture when we're in the frame. What does that mean? That means that you might be suffering from being too close to the work and to even the process of figuring out how you contribute to the work that you desire to contribute to be able to contribute to it. It might be very important for you to take a step back, because that step back will allow for you to gain the clarity that you'll need in order to proceed in the way that you desire to. We often had this conversation about consistency and just continue to show up over and over and over and over and over again. And I definitely have been a person, a public figure that has contributed to that conversation. Consistency has worked on me in ways that I can't say that anything else has. The continually showing up has turned me into the person that I didn't even know that I wanted to be, but that I needed to have the experience of continually showing up to become. And it serves a lot of purpose. But I think what we forget to acknowledge is that part of showing up is taking rest. It's taking space. And we don't like that. I know I ain't really like that. I don't like you insinuating that I give my goals a breath, or that I give what it is that I'm seeking to achieve a break and do something like play outside or go travel or hang with friends or go on a coffee date or go to concerts that have nothing to do with what it is that I'm trying to create. I don't like to hear that. That's not what I like to hear. I like to hear, go, you better go. What's the name? David Goggins, the hardcore badassery. I need to hear, you're the knight, you're the hero on the hero arc, and right now it's just tough because you gotta thug it out. And what I found is that leads to burnout. Burnout could be a buzzword too, but it literally works against us to continue to press for what it is that we wanna make happen in times where we are confused, disgusted, busted, and don't know what the next step is. I'm gonna tell you this. I wish I had it on me. Hold on, I'm gonna go get it. I bought a PSP, and I've been playing Patapon, I've been playing Jamalami, I've been playing Project Diva, I've been playing a lot of rhythm games because I'm a rhythm game dude. And trust me, that was hard for me at first. I come from the cloth of the Myron Goldens who tell you if you don't have $1 million in a bank account, you shouldn't even have a TV in the house. And I still don't have a TV anywhere but the very basement of the house, and that's where my son's room is. But playing the PSP in my off time has allowed for me to just do something that is totally unrelated to the stuff that I'm building. And it's just worked on me in a way that allows me to be a full human being. And if what I'm looking to create is space for full human beings, then that's actually part of the work. There's times throughout the day where I'm looking at a computer. There's times where I'm creating content and I'm looking, and it literally is nothing. I'm looking at nothing. I'm racking my mind and my spirit for content ideas, but I literally have nothing. I have to give it space. Think about notes, music notes. If there wasn't for the spaces between the notes, music would just be one long bang. It would just be crazy. It'd be crazy to even conceive. In order to have beautiful music, you gotta have the spaces in between the notes. One last thing I'll leave you with is creating YouTube content has been very important to me, and I've found ways to to automate my shorts and take advantage of my gigantic back catalog of content that I've been creating since 2015 to empower you and plant the seeds for you to be able to do what it is that you seek to do. But when I first set out to do YouTube as a goal, maybe at the halfway point of the year, it felt so overwhelming because I was trying to do YouTube, I was trying to create podcasts, I couldn't figure out what content was a YouTube video, what content was a podcast video, and it was a lot on me. And this is the thing, it can negatively affect affect the momentum that we have if we do too much and try to eat the elephant all at one time, because we start to gain a bit of momentum in different areas, but when we ultimately burn out and have to put it down like I did, like I started a new podcast, I probably haven't released an episode in weeks, maybe months. I started a blog on Substack, haven't released anything on there in weeks, maybe a month or so. The thing I've been consistent with is my Instagram, but I did too much out the gate and it bit me in my ass, and actually it has the negative effect to where like now it's impacting the impact that I'm able to have in a negative way. And so maybe it's important for us to build taking space into the process, because if we don't build taking space into the process, then we end up having to ultimately take space from everything in the middle of the process, and then we just lose all the momentum. Moral of the story, buy your ass a PSP. Nah, but it's okay if you take space. Matter of fact, it's probably warranted. Find you something that ain't got shit to do with nothing. Are you a movie buff? Do you want to do ballet dance? I don't know. Like, do you like board games? You want to learn chess? Find something that has nothing to do with shit and implement that into your process, because you're gonna need it. Especially for us that's out here really trying to make a change and trying to make an impact, you're gonna need it. You really gonna need it. With all that being said, love on each other, keep growing, have grace for your process and for others, and remember to have gratitude for what it is that you got. Oh yeah, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe. Smash that like and subscribe. Catch you later.